Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we take complex sources, articles, research, and really boil them down to the key insights. Think of it as your shortcut, basically, to being well-informed without getting buried in information. Today, we're diving into something pretty interesting. The United Arab Emirates, the UAE, and its really bold new direction in government planning. Yeah, our source for this is a recent Middle East Briefing article, gives a pretty specialized view, focusing on what foreign investors should know about this whole shift. So our mission for you today is to unpack why this, well, it seems like just an administrative change, but why it's actually a potential game changer, especially if you're looking to understand or maybe invest in the UAE. We're going to highlight some surprising opportunities and things to consider. By the end, you should have the essential nuggets you need. Okay, so let's start with the main news here. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Al Namo. He's the Vice President, Prime Minister, and ruler of Dubai. He's announced a really fundamental shift in federal strategic planning. Feels like more than just tweaking the system, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's significant. The core change, and this is what's really catching attention, is they're cutting their planning cycle way down from 5 years to just 3.
3 years, wow.
Exactly. And look, this isn't just shuffling papers. It signals a much more agile, proactive kind of governance model. It shows the UAE is really trying to be responsive to global changes.
Yeah.
It's about building a government that can move almost like a tech company. That's speed, that's the insight here. Government policy trying to keep pace with market innovation. And if you connect this to their broader vision, the UAE 2031, this shorter cycle is specifically engineered to, well, accelerate progress towards those pretty ambitious national goals.
That sounds incredibly ambitious, almost unheard of for a national government level. So if you're watching this from outside, say as a business, what message does this send immediately?
It's a very clear signal. Yeah. For foreign businesses, for investors, it screams commitment. Commitment to modernizing regulations, to planning based on actual performance, and definitely to digital transformation. All these things, significantly boost the UAE's appeal as a place to do business. It tells the world they're serious about creating an environment that's not just stable, but also, well, rapidly evolving.
Okay, so that's the strategic signal. But how are they actually doing it? What are the concrete changes, the structural shifts they're putting in place?
Right. So this updated model has several key features. They're really focused on flexibility, getting things done faster, and embedding technology. First off, and this is huge, is the prioritization of AI. It's not just encouraged. Government bodies are now mandated to use AI tools, data analytics, in designing strategy and evaluating performance.
Mandated. So not optional.
It's not optional. They need to use predictive tech to, see challenges coming, allocate resources better, be more financially efficient. And what's really striking isn't just that they're using AI, but how deeply it's being integrated. It's like building a data-driven operating system for the whole country, which leads to the next point. AI integration in governance. Strategies themselves will be developed, evaluated using AI and strategic intelligence tools, really reinforcing data-driven decisions, scenario planning.
Yeah.
Then there's a definite push for process simplification and regulatory agility. They want to move away from, complex procedures towards more streamlined admin. The idea is to cut down compliance headaches and improve how federal agencies and private companies actually work together.
Makes sense. Less red tape, hopefully.
Hopefully. And alongside that, optimize resource utilization. Ministries are being told, focus on efficient use of public money. Move away from micromanaging operations and towards implementing projects based on outcomes. And critically, it's performance-linked planning. They're rolling out new performance indicators, KPIs, metrics that are really future-focused, things like innovation, financial sustainability, how well different sectors integrate. Finally, there's this drive for proactive national initiative activation. Federal bodies have to align their plans directly with the big national goals, making sure policies actually push towards that the UAE 2031 vision.
And that workshop you mentioned, the Prime Minister's office bringing together directors from, 38 federal entities, that definitely signals they mean business. But what do you think is the biggest sort of internal hurdle for them, making sure all these different ministries actually do integrate this kind of rapid top-down change effectively?
That's a really good question. The intent is clearly there, and it's strong. But the challenge, I think, lies in creating that uniform culture. Getting everyone agile, digitally savvy across all the different federal bodies. It's more than just buying software. It demands a real shift in mindset within the bureaucracy itself.
Yeah, that's never easy.
No, but the top-down directive and those performance-linked incentives, they're powerful tools. This whole 3-year AI-driven cycle, it really marks an inflection point for their investment environment. It's designed, really, to boost predictability for investors and open up access to new opportunities precisely because of this focused, integrated approach.
Okay, you've laid out the mechanics, the structure, so let's talk about the payoff. How does this new setup translate into, well, tangible benefits or shifts for an international investor looking at the UAE?
Right, this is the so what for investors. First big thing. Increased policy responsiveness, that shorter cycle. It means they can adjust policies much faster if, say, the global economy shifts or new tech emerges.
So less risk of being caught out by slow government reactions?
Exactly. It reduces that policy lag, that uncertainty for foreign investors. Second, you'll likely see faster execution of national strategies. Big frameworks, like their national cybersecurity strategy or the national investment strategy, they're now tied more tightly into this cycle. That should mean quicker implementation and clearer regulations for foreign companies.
Okay, faster policy, faster execution.
Third, a massive digital governance emphasis. Using AI for planning, pushing the Digital Government Strategy 2025, with its principles like digital by design, data-driven, well, that should mean simpler bureaucracy, streamlined approvals, faster licensing, smoother interactions between public and private sectors for you as an investor.
That can make a huge difference on the ground.
It really could. And finally, there's a strong focus on innovation and data forecasting. Because they're using AI for predictive modeling, there's this growing need for outside expertise. We're talking analytics, strategic consulting, big data specialists, and you already see major environment moves, like MGX, G42's AI fund. They're actively positioning the UAE as a serious regional AI hub.
That really paints a clear picture of the strategic edge they're aiming for. So the crucial question becomes, if you're that foreign investor, where are the doors opening widest right now? Which sectors are, particularly hot because of these changes?
Yeah, looking at the specific opportunities, a few sectors really stand out, and they're backed by strong policies, incentives, those free zone advantages. Technology and AI is right at the top. No surprise there. AI is absolutely central to their national strategy for AI 2031. The goal, AI contributing up to, 14% of GDP by 2030?
14%? Wow.
It's ambitious, and you see tangible support. AI-focused free zones in ADGM, DISC, offering things like 100% foreign ownership, tax exemptions, access to government pilot projects, plus platforms like the ADGM Digital Sandbox, the FSRA Reg Lab, places where you can actually test AI tools for transport, energy, finance.
So real infrastructure for AI development.
Oh, definitely. Next, think about infrastructure and digital urban services. AI is getting baked into their smart city projects. Masdar City, Dubai 10X. They're using it for managing traffic, utilities, forecasting construction needs, logistics. So foreign engineering firms, software companies offering smart solutions, digital twin tech.
Digital twins, yeah, the virtual models.
Exactly. Those firms are really well positioned. Then there's finance, fintech, and strategic consulting. A growing need for sophisticated tools, KPIs, outcome forecasting, helping with digital transformation. And fintech itself is being reshaped by AI. Fraud detection, robo-advisors, credit modeling, RegTech, regulatory technology. Accelerators like Hub 71 are pushing this hard.
Okay, tech AI, smart cities, fintech. What else?
Cybersecurity and smart regulation. As government goes more digital, the need for cybersecurity just explodes, right? So big opportunities for foreign providers. Secure cloud, AI-powered threat detection, designing systems with privacy built in from the start. And beyond those core areas, you see cross-sectoral AI applications popping up everywhere. Healthcare, for instance, AI diagnostics, remote patient monitoring, transportation and logistics, optimizing fleets, traffic control, even drone logistics, retail, predicting demand, dynamic pricing. Even defense and security are seeing big investments in autonomous systems, surveillance analytics.
Well, it really permeates across the board.
It does. So the bottom line really is this. The UAE's pivot to these shorter AI-driven planning cycles. It significantly cuts down regulatory uncertainty, speeds up projects. It genuinely opens up a lot of entry points, particularly in AI, cybersecurity, digital infrastructure, and that strategic consultancy space.
So let's bring it back to the listener. What does all this mean for you? Well, it means if you have expertise in these high-growth tech sectors, there's a pretty clear pathway opening up. A way to benefit from new programs, these data-driven initiatives, and the agile digital frameworks they're building in the UAE. But here's a final thought to leave you with, something to mull over. Given this really aggressive push towards data-driven AI integration in government, what new challenges might pop up? Thinking about data protection, cross-border data flows. How might a smart, proactive investor navigate those issues in this rapidly changing scene? It makes you wonder, doesn't it, whether security, ethical considerations might become just as vital as the tech itself in what they're calling the post-digital economy. Something to consider.